In today's video, I want to go into a few different processes that show how we can shift and heal our body as well through our beliefs and our thoughts. And thank you for joining me today. I'm AmyC with You Finding You. I'm an intuitive and transformational coach, and I go into and do a lot of embodiment work, like connecting within this wealth of wisdom within us, but then also getting us into a place of alignment. So when I say alignment, it's like connecting into a place within us that we are living true to ourselves and listening to what this wealth within our body has to offer and say, and then be able to live it. So if you're curious to check out any of the things that I offer, you can see in the dialog box below. Currently on my Patreon page, we are going into a process, getting into alignment, but then as well maintaining it, connecting with it daily into this place within yourself. So again, do check that out. It's in the dialog box below. So continuing the theme this week of how we create our realities, I also wanted to then go into 3 individuals that do have processes and ways that our thoughts, our beliefs can then heal our bodies. And so I wanted to share these as ways that you can become aware and know that it's like, oh, there are actual processes. People have had these things happen where they can shift their beliefs, shift their lives, shift into a place that really, again, is more aligned in themselves, and then healing their bodies along the way. So the first individual that I want to talk about is Louise, and she herself had cancer and then healed it as well through believing and thoughts in herself and changing those beliefs in herself from a place of, like many of us, it's a place of like not good enough, don't believe in ourselves, and we're kind of stuffing those beliefs into our bodies to a more aligned place within herself of love and loving, truly loving ourselves as we are. And in the different books that Louise has, she does talk about all of our beliefs and stories that we're telling ourselves. We're creating that in our bodies. We're creating, like in every cell of our body. If you're, like I mentioned in the previous video, if you're in a place of like, I don't like this person, like I feel my body tense up and I'm like, ah. So that's going into my body of this anger. And if you imagine yourself living in anger all the time, it's like, yeah, your body is going to be feeling it and your body is going to be reacting to it and eventually creating pains and illnesses. And these illnesses are lessons. Lessons for you to learn that it's time to make a change, to shift to a different place in yourself. And her process is about loving yourself. And she has a process of 10 ways to love yourself, and among many other things she offers. But this one exercise that I want to mention as well is using mirror work, where you just look in your eyes in the mirror and you state, I love you. Like you are saying to yourself, I love you, I accept you just as you are. And then seeing what comes up. Like, is there something that comes up that you're kind of like, I don't really like this about me or that about me? Well, that's kind of showing you then what things need to change for yourself and work through to where you can fully love yourself. And the second individual that I want to talk about is Joe Dispenza and the research and work that he has done as well. Like he has seen these miraculous healings, you know, people suddenly feel amazing in themselves and are healthy, like they have healed things out of their bodies. And the research that he has done, he has discovered that there were 4 pillars of healing. And the first pillar was that there was a belief in them of a higher presence, a higher being, something that was working through them to heal the individual, to heal them. The second pillar was a belief that their thoughts, their beliefs do actually affect their body. And like I shared previously of like being in stress or in anger, it's like you can see the tension that you're holding in your body, and you can imagine that on an even deeper level, if you're always in that place, how it's going to start forming more pains, issues in your body. And the third pillar was that there was a belief that you could reinvent yourself, that you actually could affect these things in your life and in your body. And that too, when I talk about we create our reality, that is a belief that you have control rather than life is happening to me. It's like I actually have control of my life, and through my thoughts and beliefs, I can affect and change things for myself. And then going into the fourth pillar, which was seeing that other individuals had these healings in themselves, became a belief in these individuals that they knew they could do it too. You know, it's like seeing that there was these miraculous healings in different ways. They then could see in themselves that, yes, I can do this for myself as well. So again, that was the four pillars of healing with Joe Dispenza and some of his research. But I bring this up just so that you can become aware of, oh, these are things that I can start doing for myself. Like these are ways that I can start looking at things and possibly start shifting things for myself. Then the third individual that I want to talk about is Richard Gordon with Quantum Touch. And he himself as well went through his own process of realizing how we take emotional things like anger, hurt, different pains that we don't want to face and see, and we stuff it into our bodies. And through his process, which is called self-created health, you go into and actually find where those pains are in your body, you connect with it, and then you start asking questions like, when did this start? What was happening? Like, what was the situation that happened that put this pain into our body? And you can go back to a certain situation and be like, oh yeah, I was really angry with that person, but I didn't blow up at them. So instead, you stuffed it in to a place, but the anger's still there. And over time, if you keep doing situations like that, like you get angry at someone, you get angry at this situation, you're angry at things, you're just kind of putting it into your body. So this process is seeing that, oh, I put this anger here, I'm frustrated about something. Well, let's connect with it now, and let's actually allow these feelings to happen. Like, allow this to come up and work through so that I can get into a better place in my body and know that I'm just putting these things in here because I haven't been allowing them. So again, these three individuals that I share, it is just giving you an awareness and knowing that, oh, these are ways that I can affect and change and actually have a process to change and be healthier in my body, be more connected with my body and more aware. And as well, again, over at my Patreon page, you can take a look. It is about gaining that awareness with our bodies and really connecting into, like I said, there's a wealth of wisdom in there. So thank you guys again for joining me today. And if you are enjoying getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next video.